Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Joffrey Noodle Legs here today with another noodle film review here in my Chinese cinema week. And today we're looking at Sammo Hung's Encounters of the Spooky Kind, which is another kind of Chinese comedy sort of horror spoof kind of film. It's a bit of a strange story, this one. It's a bit of a strange film altogether. It starts off with like two sort of ghosts in like eggs, and they're talking about being ghosts and really strangely, and then Sammo Hung walks past them and they grab him and try to capture him, and he runs and jumps, and then he sort of wakes up and realizes it's just a dream.
Oh my God. You trying to scare me to death?
What the hell's wrong with you? See a ghost?
How'd you know?
I figured that. You were screaming like a kid.
Well, and so yeah, it's a bit of a bizarre beginning, but I love Sammo Hung. It's absolutely fantastic. He's such a cool comedian. He's so funny, and he's probably my second favourite kung fu artist. Obviously, my favourite's Bruce Lee. Absolutely fantastic. My son Lemon Lord, who's asked me to do this Asian sort of cinema week, said it'd be cool, Dad. Loves him too, because he loves kung fu films as my lad. He loves horror movies, but he also loves kung fu movies. So this week is really dedicated to him. And so I thought, oh, I have to include a Sammo Hung film because he's really, really cool. My lad's favourite's Jackie Chan, so we might have a little look at him in this week. It's really, he's a really cool actor. Anyway, this is a bit of a strange one. Like I said, he's woken up from this dream about seeing these sort of ghosts sort of thing. And then he goes off to a cafe. Now, in China, when this probably film was set, the cafes had loads of sort of birds, like canaries, which used to be able to hire out. And I suppose it was like a sort of a soothing kind of thing to relax with the sound of the bird and things like that. So we joined him at the cafe, meeting up with some friends.
Hey, Two, what brings you here? It's nice to see you. Meal's on me. Daring, Charing? You're daring. The nickname suits you. Of course it does. The whole town knows that I'm the bravest man around.
Hey, you can stop your bragging. Prove it to me. There you. I've learned a new game from a couple of foreign visitors, but it scared many a man to death.
So, how do you play this foreign game of yours? Well, what do you do?
Peel a fruit, and then you
What? Peel a fruit? What's so daring about that? Hey, stop interrupting. Let him explain. Sure.
And while they're talking, they're coming up with this sort of this kind of like a sort of game, sort of bet game that they want to do, including something to do with peeling an apple in a mirror or something. And one of Sammo Hung's crazy-looking friends explains it.
God forbid, something extremely horrible will then appear in the mirror, which is in front of you. They might be ghosts.
I'm not scared of ghosts.
You think so? I'll bet you don't dare play the game.
You're on. We'll try it tonight. Buy me lunch if I win.
Sure. Lunch is on me tomorrow. Tonight, come to my house.
Right. Let's have a good meal now. Get some food. Some sucker is buying us lunch now. Hey.
So Sammo Hung agrees to do it. So we join him in the evening doing this this ritual sort of peeling of an apple sort of thing. And obviously, if in front of a mirror, and if the apple breaks, like I think it means if you've got to peel it with the whole skin in one piece, if it breaks, then you sort of curse with bad luck. So we catch him doing it, and I kind of think it's a bit of a prank. So, as you can see, the guys are outside with this fan making all this wind and stuff happen. Anyway, he goes back to doing the peeling of the apple, and he realizes that the apple skin is broke.
Damn, it's broke. I wonder what's going to happen now. That's odd. She's wearing a pair of man's shoes. Those eyes are familiar, too. It's that damn dark, too. I'll kill. Come on! Get out of here, you! Come on! Get up!
So in the end, obviously he catches them out that they're playing a prank on him. They come clean. So then he goes. One of them says, "The other guy will go relight the candles by the mirror."
Talking, go and light the can.
Right.
Hey, you. Look, it was that picture. I must admit, you're very courageous. Yes, what's the matter? Hey, what is it?
There's a ghost, come on! How'd you manage to appear in the mirror?
Ah, well, it's a trick.
So it kind of appears that they've actually woken a real ghost.
All right. You win. I'll buy you lunch now. Don't get mad. Come on, let's have a cup of tea. Hey, daring chum, you really do live up to your name. You are the bravest man in town.
I'll forgive you, but I won't let you off so lightly. I'll be leaving. Down here, listen. Try to scare me again, you'll make me mad.
But again, Sammo Young doesn't believe him. Thinks, yeah, you're just playing a prank again. So he just thinks they're just lying, and he goes and sits again by the mirror.
Idiots. Oh. Where are the others?
So Sammo Young is so clever, so played there. It's really cool. Discovered this was a real ghost. We then join him on the next day, and he's now at work with his boss. I think his boss, he's like I suppose like a personal sort of chauffeur. He sort of takes him from place to place and does things for him. Anyway, his boss is going to this brothel because he doesn't want a relationship or anything. He just enjoys the fun. And so we join Sammo Hung taking him there.
What is it, Master Tam?
Don't forget what I said. Don't tell anyone where I'm going.
Hey, don't worry about it, sir. My lips are sealed, you're my word of honor. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with me. Believe me, no one will find out.
Trouble is, I'm rich and famous. Soon I'll be running for mayor of this town. If the residents find out I visit the brothels, they won't vote for me.
That's true. We must be careful.
So remember, I'll see you well rewarded.
Oh, right. One thing, Master Tim, I can't quite understand why you gotta go to those girls. You're very rich. You can have any girl.
I don't have the time or patience. I don't want to start a meaningful relationship. And that's why I come here now and then for a bit of fun.
I suppose you're right, sir. Oh,
So he goes for something to eat and catches up with other guys that does the same job. And they watch their joss sticks, and when the joss sticks nearly burnt out, then they know it's time to go back and collect their boss or whatever from wherever they are. And en route, he sees a couple of people peeping through a house, and then he has a little look himself.
You see what I did?
Get out of here!
You had better hurry.
where's your lover?
What do you mean?
The man you were sleeping with.
I don't know what you mean. Oh, 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 you suspect I'm having an affair. Right, go on, search. Do you see him out of this house?
I saw him with my own eyes.
'Twas probably a ghost.
So he's discovered it's his wife that's in there, and his wife's having an affair. And the person he's having an affair with is actually his boss. He doesn't know this yet, but it's his boss. So he goes in like all guns blazing and sort of questioning his wife and stuff.
Who does this shoe belong to?
It's yours.
It's way too big. It isn't mine. Where's the other one?
I know it's too big. That's why I took it back to change.
Huh? This is an old shoe.
Of course, they're secondhand. That's all we can afford. You're embarrassing me in front of them. I've never been so insulted. I might as well be dead. Why don't you kill me? Go on, kill me, kill me.
All right, you win. I'm sorry. Huh? I must go. I'm sorry. It was all my fault. We'll talk it over later, okay?
So he finds this shoe, and it's not his. It says it's way too big for my feet. So he's going to keep hold of it till he finds out who it fits. Then we cut to his boss's sort of like residence, and he's there with his entourage of employees, and he's saying that Sammo Hung's found out that his wife's been messing around. Now he doesn't want Sammo Hung to find out it's him, because he will then spread the news around and give him a bad reputation. So it's his plan to get rid of Sammo Hung.
Must be a clean job. Don't want any trouble. Don't forget my reputation. But bear in mind that Fat Joe practices Kung Fu regularly.
I'll remember. I've a very good friend who practices witchcraft.
Oh, warlock of some sort.
That's right.
Are you sure that it'll work?
Oh, if it didn't work, my friend wouldn't have so many followers.
What's his name?
His name's Chin Hod. This warlock will do anything for money. Mr. Chin, about this man.
And the guy that works with Sammo Hung's boss says, well, I know someone that can help us, and he's like a warlord, which is similar to sort of like a witch.
Trust me, it's for our own safety.
All right, but make sure you get rid of him.
Come in.
Brother,
This is Mr. Lau. This is my brother.
It's a deal. I'll be leaving.
So we've met the warlord, and the warlord's quite funny. He's quite cool in the film. He does all these sort of incantations. It's like this. He talks like that. It's really, really funny. It's not making. It's all gibberish. Anyway, he meets up with his brother, who's also like a sort of bit of a warlord sort of disciple, and he doesn't want to have anything to do with this plan and get rid of Sammo Hung.
Sorry, I can't. Stay out of it then. I'm warning you. Don't tell anyone about this, or else I'll be forced to get rid of you too. Little coward.
He's not a...
Hey, that's Daring Chang over there.
And then obviously Sammo Hung's boss's plot starts to fall into place. So they sort of spring a sort of trap for Sammo Hung. What they want him to do is go to this old sort of like old haunted like mansion or house and stay there the night. So obviously this is what the plan is for to get rid of him, because in this old mansion is like this sort of like it's a hopping minion, and he's in there, and he can be controlled by the warlord. So that's why they want him to stay at this mansion.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Ah, aren't you Daring Chung?
You're
I'm Bakao.
Far Cow.
Yes, I'm Bakao. Don't you remember I used to drink with you?
Really?
Of course. Hey, still just as brave as ever?
Of course, I'm still the same. The bravest man in town.
I doubt it.
You doubt me? I can prove it.
Hey, wait. Yeah, all right. I'll make you a bet. 10 bars of silver.
10 whole bars? What's the bet then?
I bet you dare not stay overnight at Ma's temple.
Stay at Mars Temple just for...
En route to the mansion, because he agrees to do it because he's been offered some silver. So he thinks he's just doing it for a money sort of bet thing. We meet. He bumps into the brother of the warlord.
You're doomed. I'm doomed. Were you sent by Far Cow to frighten me?
I don't know anyone by the name of Bakao. My brother told me you'll die. I'm here to collect your corpse.
Your brother? Who is he?
He's a warlock.
A warlock? Oh, black magic. You mean a wizard who thinks he can call up spirits? That's old crap, man. I'm kind of broke right now. If you can conjure up some cash, I'll believe you.
You're asking a lot, my friend.
So he's actually a cool bloke, the brother of the warlord, and he starts to take the side of Sammo Hung and help him out. And he gives him all these sort of tips what he needs to do at night time to survive being in this sort of mansion place. We then cut to Sammo Hung arriving with the other guy that's told him to go there, arriving at the mansion.
Hurry up. It's getting dark.
I
Gotta get
know.
there. Now, you go on in alone. Go on. Inside.
Hey, wait. Still early yet? Think I'll have a rest.
So it's now going to be the night time, and we join our warlord starting one of his ceremonies. And as predicted by the brother at night, I mean, he follows his instructions, and then our hopping minion awakes. So, does he survive the night? Yes, he does. But because he survived it, well, they said to him, "Oh, I bet you can't do it a second night." So they're doing it again for a second night. And this time he's got even more help from the brother to help him out on that one. So they just don't know what's going on. So they're trying to get rid of Sammo Hung, trying to scare him off, or they're trying to kill him. The Warlord brother's helping him out to make sure he doesn't die because he knows that he's innocent. Sorry about that, guy. My phone cut out again. I've got this new phone and it's absolutely rubbish. I really hate it. It overheats quickly. It messes up all my videos. Sometimes sound doesn't come out. And it's nothing to do with me. It's just this rubbish phone I got. So avoid it, okay? Samsung Galaxy S22. Avoid it. Anyway, he returns home, Sammo Hung, and finds blood everywhere. And they believe his wife's been killed. And the police turn up. And Sammo Hung gets arrested because they think he's the murderer. And then he gets sort of rescued from the prison from the brother of the warlord again. And then he's out on the sort of run, and you got the police after him. You got him trying to prove his innocence, and you've still got his boss and that still trying to kill him with this warlord doing all this sort of supernatural sort of magic thing on him. So what's going to happen? You need to watch it and find out. What did I think of the film? It's a really cool, funny film. Not for me though. I know it sounds strange, but it's not for me. I love Sammo Hung. I absolutely do. He's brilliant, brilliant actor. I love all the films he's done, the Lucky Star films, the films he's done with Jackie Chan and stuff. Amazing. And he's directed and he wrote this. And it is clever and it's good. And it's some good kung fu. It takes a long time to get to that kung fu though, guys. It takes about nearly an hour before the kung fu kicks in. But when it does, it's amazing. Absolutely brilliant. The pluses of the film, it looks amazing. It looks really, really cool. Again, it's funny. It's well acted and all the kung fu scenes are well crafted and amazing. The negative is the story. I just couldn't connect with it. I don't know why. I just couldn't connect with the story. I like the characters. I like the bad guys. I like the good guys. I like everyone in it. The story just didn't gel for me, if you know what I mean. It was like a little bit everywhere. And I think it's mainly down to the title, Encounters of the Spooky Kind. And you think it's going to be loads of ghosts and it's going to be loads of sort of like demons and, you know, all this sort of thing. But it's kind of not. It's a typical sort of film where you've got one group trying to kill him, someone trying to stop helping him, and the police think he's a criminal, he's committed a crime. And it's not, and it's all down to do with the you know, his boss. So to me, it was so obvious from the start. It took out the spookiness for me, if you like. It wasn't really that sort of more of a horror. It was more of just an out and out comedy, which is cool. It's really good. It just wasn't for me because I think because the title threw me out a bit. Whereas like Mr. Vampire had horror elements in it, which was amazing. This didn't really have any of it, apart from the little ghost bit, but you could see it straight off. And that kind of like thinking, well, okay. But it was still a really fun film to watch. Really cool. And if you love sort of Chinese comedy kung fu films, this is brilliant. Really, really cool. So I'm going to score it a great fun watch and give it a 7 out of 10. And that's me being really kind because I like to be kind to films because this is someone's work, you know, and I have no right to diss it. So I'm not going to diss it because it's a great, well-made kung fu film, and it's got some good, funny bits in it. I just couldn't grasp the story very well. Just didn't grab me. But there we go. I still enjoyed the film. It was still good fun. And there we are. And that ends that one. Now, let me try and put my hands, guys, on tomorrow's film. If I can put my hands on it. You know what I'm like, guys. I'm so disorganised. I don't know what I've done with it. I had it out. I wonder if it's behind me somewhere. No. I will locate it. But tomorrow, we're going to be looking at... right over there. We're going to be looking at Jackie Chan's Police Story 2. I was going to do Police Story 1, but because I watched that about a month or so ago, I don't want to rewatch it and go through it again. So I'm going to look at Police Story 2. So that's going to be tomorrow's last and final film of Chinese Cinema Week. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're quite enjoying these sort of weeks of that I'm doing. I did a serial killer one, this one. I want to do an Arrow video one maybe next week. If work allowing, if I get the time. If not, it might be the week after. But I want to do a few more like that because I quite like doing things like this, doing the subject matter. I want to do one on monster flicks and maybe a killer animal week, you know, like Jaws and things like that. So that would be really, really cool too. Until next time, guys, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.